All right, we've got the draft link here for game 1. Team PGT versus Team SSS. Although I'm just talking to myself at the moment. Once the stream notification pops out. I don't know how many viewers we'll get tonight. We're starting really late. Just waiting on the support for Team PGT. Close that for now. There it goes. Oh my god. And the draft has begun. All right, here we go. Go ahead and switch on over here. And as usual, the teams bamboozle me on which team is which. So let me go ahead and get them in the right spot. And there we go. All right, going into week 4. Team SSS is 1-2. Team PGT is 2-1. So both teams kind of middle of the road here. Team SSS captained by Blitzsprite in the mid lane, and Team PGT captained by Pyroan also in the mid lane. I believe Pyroan is the currently the highest point rated player in Beer League at the moment, as well as I think the only active Beer League player to hit Masters. So well done to him. As for the draft, we already got the 3 sets of bans underway. A lot of mid lane bans, which is not surprising, because the highest cost player on each team is a mid laner. And it's interesting. It's going to be the Jhin lock-in first pick. No Jinx first pick or ban so far. So we saw some double no Jinx action yesterday. Maybe we'll see some more today. Interestingly, the Ivern lock-in right away. So looking for some shielding action here between Lulu and Ivern. Let me go ahead and reset my mic real quick just to make sure that's good to go. Okay. Sometimes I have a wireless headset, and sometimes it gets cranky if I haven't reset it in a while, so hopefully that will solve any issues it might have been having. And Seraphine locked in. SSS, no surprise there. Very popular Beer League pick. And then the Jace. That is not a popular Beer League pick. Can be flex mid or top, obviously. We'll see where that decides to go. So both teams already have their bot lanes. Oh, I have my... There we go. I always forget to turn the bookmark bar off. That'll fix it. Just a second here. Yep, there we go. Still not perfectly centered, but I don't know how to fix it. A lot more mid bands coming out for Team SSS, which is not surprising. Pyro plays a lot of champions. You can really cook up anything, so I'm interested to see what he decides to play. I assume something that will fit well with this PGT kind of kite shield comp, maybe a Hui. Or a Xerath, perhaps. No, though I banned the Xerath, so it's not going to be Xerath. They are going to indeed save it for last pick. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be Hui mid for Pyroan. We'll find out if I'm right. This is going to be the Ornn lock-in the top lane. No surprise there. Another very common beer league pick. It will be Volibear across from him, and then it looks like... Is that a Kha'Zix lock-in? No, it's going to be a Rammus lock-in, which is an interesting choice. Really, the only AD that PGT has shown so far is Kog'Maw, and even that's only like half AD, so Rammus is a strange choice to lock in here. Alright, final pick, Pyro. What's it going to be? Okay, I do like the Swain pick. They do kind of have a lot of beefy frontline for SSS, assuming that will be some kind of tanky bruiser Jace. Well, actually, no, because that'll be a Jace mid, so that'll be like a regular lethality Jace. So, okay. Yeah, I guess two tank Swain's still pretty good. And the SSS bot lane is particularly mobile either, so they might have a hard time getting out of that Swain ulti when the time comes. Okay. I would have liked the way, but I like the Swain too, so. Good job, Pyro. I accept it. While I'm waiting for them to do their business, which comp do I like better? I do think that Team SSS could have a DPS problem if the game goes on too long. They don't really have... I mean, Jhin has good damage, but it's more like bursty damage. If you need to kill like a tank like Ornn, I don't think it's going to be quite as effective. And Jace obviously doesn't have the greatest DPS scaling either. Volibear does scale pretty well for damage, admittedly, but not really carry levels of damage. Where obviously PGT has the Kog'Maw. So I think if the game goes long enough, I think that really shifts towards PGT comp. Especially with the Ornn as well, upgrading the items. I really like this kind of very strong front line that PGT has for the Kog'Maw. Obviously, you got the double supports, then the Ornn, and then the Swain kind of pseudo frontline carry. I like PGT's comp a lot. I do find the Rammus pick for SSS very strange. I'm not sure why exactly they picked that. They'd only seen one AD champ, and at the end, that's a very... I mean, yeah, he'll get autoed, I guess, but I feel like if Rammus is getting on top of a Kog'Maw in a team fight, they've already failed. So I will say I do think that SSS has more snowball potential. Rammus is obviously a great ganker. Volibear is going to be a lot stronger in lane than Ornn. Jace is going to be stronger than lane than Swain, at least early on. I think Jin Seraphine has pretty good kill pressure even against the shields, just because of all that CC. So I definitely think they have the potential to snowball, and I think they're going to need to, because overall I just like the PGT comp a lot better. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. I will say I could see if the Kog'Maw does not do well for whatever reason, whether he gets camped or just struggles with farming or he keeps getting caught or whatever it may be, PGT definitely could have a damage problem as well, because once the Kog'Maw goes down, that's like the majority of their damage on that one champion. So if he's not able to do what he needs to do, they could struggle to chew through this beefy SSS frontline with those Seraphine shields and stuff being spammed on it. So, yeah. SSS needs to snowball early. Keep the Kog'Maw from getting going. PGT needs to make sure the Kog'Maw does well. And they need to not let the game get out of hand early. I think it's a bit easier for PGT to execute their plan. So I have to give them the edge for this game, but this is why they play the games. All right. Now just waiting for spectator delay for about 2.5 minutes. You're right, Jeff. This is a very PGT comp. Go ahead and pop the music off here. And we'll get started here for game 1. Loading screen check. Any very strange summoners or keystone runes? I do see Dark Harvest Gen. It's a little unusual, but not too out there. Beyond that, yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. Double TP in the mid lane. Classic lame safe choice. Can't blame them, but like to see the Swain with Ghost. Control Shift. Okay. Oh, there we go. Wanted me to click in first. There we go. All right. And here we go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
I do worry that the I think if they have enough CC combo, they could probably do that. But I also think if it has to come down to just Jace, I don't think he'll be able to one shot the Swain. So he's gonna need help. But he does have teammates that could definitely help him. So meanwhile, some scrapping already at level 1, and Pyro, that is not, you don't want that smoke, brother. Tier start for the Jace. I hate that already. You really need that early game to go well on Jace. And Tier, you just give up so much early landing power by starting it, and you really don't need it. Like, you could start D-Blade or Longsword or basically anything else. So yeah, I hate the Tier. But that's okay. I'm not the player. Beyond that, everybody else's starting item seems fine. Ooh, bot lane for SSS is looking for an early cheese here, but I'm not sure if they actually want this fight. PGT bot lane says, all right, yeah, we'll fight you level 1, go for it. And they come out way ahead on that, so bit off a bit more than they bargained for. Bit off more than they can chew, got more than they bargained for. You know what I mean. Junglers are going to be starting on the same side of the map, although what exactly that means for an Ivern, it's not quite as meaningful because their clears are weird. So I don't even pretend to really understand exactly how jungle path or Ivern pathing works. Ooh. I feel like Pyron is being a little hasty on immediately snapping back his E. He could probably hold the snare a little bit, maybe get a bit more damage, but because yeah, you don't have to press E right away. You have like 1.5 seconds to actually, before the root wears off, to actually press it again. Ooh, they do see the Ram is kind of roaming into the jungle here, but looks like they're just going to go ahead and let him walk out. Yep. Looks like there might be some early fighting going in the jungle, and unfortunately Ivern is getting collapsed on. He's going to go and get chain CC by the Rammus and the Volibear, but if anything, he's probably fine. I don't even think he needed to flash. A lot of kind of strange plays going on here. One, I don't think he needed to flash. Two, Muffin Man went way too hard trying to help him out. And ends up missing both of them. So he ended up getting caught out of position, not being able to help his jungler at that point. So they do end up getting the first blood on the Ivern, although I think that was more of a misplay by PGT than anything else. And then Gank's going to come in here on Blitz right here in the mid lane. Nice flash to avoid the avoid the Ivern Q. Honestly, they probably could have played that gank a bit slower and maybe gotten the flash without needing to throw the Q, but I mean, you probably take the flash and be happy with it. I guess because Ivern didn't have red buff, so if he had red buff, he probably could have ran that gank down with auto attacks, but I think without red buff, I think the way he played it is fine. Rams, however, is going to go ahead and get his own gank here on the mid lane, and I expect this gank to be much more successful, because they're going to get the chain CC on Pyro, and Pyro's going to have flash, but he shouldn't have flashed. He is cooked. Well, okay, maybe he's not cooked. He actually gets the counter gank from the Ivern, and that shield is enough to not only save him, but turn the fight as well, so never mind Pyro, and you were right to flash. I should have believed. And my god, those are some fat Ivern shields. I forget just how obnoxious Ivern shields are. Those are huge. Well played to PGT. Fantastic counter gank by the Ivern. First set of objectives here are starting to spawn. Neither team really moving for him yet. Swain's kind of messing around in the jungle there, and he needs to be careful. He could easily get collapsed on here, although he is level 6. Maybe he actually wants this fight. In fact, I think that's exactly what's happening. He's trying to bait out the fight, but what he did not count on is that the bot lane for SSS was going to come over to help as well. And now, yes, well, he can probably handle the mid jungle on his own. He can't handle the bot lane as well. He does end up trading 1-for-1, though, and he gets the kill. Secures the first feat. So, well played the Pyro in there. He got baited a little bit, but in the end, he ends up going even. And that should allow PGT to get this first dragon here pretty easily. Does Ivern still get something? Yes, it does. Hold on, let me actually read what this says. While in brush and 3 seconds are leaving, Ivern's attacks deal an additional 22 damage. Nearby allies gain this effect and do half that amount. Oh, okay. That's kind of neat. Huh. I'm assuming this is just referring to the brush that he makes, not any brush. I would assume so. While in brush. No, I mean, well, actually, maybe it's any brush. Yeah. I guess it would make more sense if it was any brush, but he can also create his own, so. Anyway, blabbing, fight breaking out here in the river. Swain ulti not quite up yet, so he's going to go ahead and get popped here. Nice kill over to SSS while they were after securing the Grebbies. A little bit of a too aggressive of a contest, of a blind contest by PGT there. I get why Swain players go Conqueror, but I feel like it takes so long for him to stack that by the time you have it stacked, you probably won the fight already. So I just really question if just another rune was better. But I know this is normal for him, so I'm not gonna like get stuck on it or anything. That's just me thinking out loud about Swain rune choices. He does have Axiom Arcanist. Yeah, I mean, if you don't need mana flow, I guess this is the optimal choice for Swain. So there you go. I would have thought maybe you would have preferred like Ultimate Hunter, but I suppose this is probably a good shout too. Yeah, yeah. I think I'd rather have it up more often with Ultimate Hunter rather than have it be a bit stronger with Axiom Arcanist, but that's just my personal preference. So far, lane's pretty even across the board in terms of farm. Margis is just about a 13 CS lead in mid for Pyro. Ooh. Actually, Kog'Maw has to take cover in order to survive that Jhin ulti. Ooh, and then he ends up getting lazy and getting hit by the Jhin W anyway and going down. You know? Big mistake there. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, let me go ahead and back up and see this play. This was a gank here by Rambus. He does have level 6. And he's going to go ahead and land the stun. And yeah, he's just not that tanky yet, so they can just go ahead and pop him with the help of the Rammus. Well, obviously he does almost take down Blitzspread as well. So. Pretty close game here so far. Only about a 700 gold lead here for Team SSS. Ooh, and a gank coming down. Oh, no, an all-in in the mid lane and a gank going off in the top lane. Unfortunately, I don't think the Volibear is quite tanky enough to win this. Well, maybe he is indeed tanky enough to win this, and he's going to go ahead to munch down on the Ornn and eat him for breakfast. Now, can he go ahead and win the fight against the Hybrid as well? No, he's getting kited, and no, wait, is he able to heal off of Chomping Daisy? Is that a thing? Huh. Well, he goes ahead and survives. Very well played to Wandering Monarch there to win the 1v2 and walk away. Well done. I mean, let's go ahead and back up and see what exactly happened here in the mid lane. Yeah, it's just another gank by the Rammus. Pyrone was doing great in the 1v1, but yeah, he's just getting worn down by all these ganks in the mid lane. So. So yeah, 2 successful ganks. Well, actually, no. No, it was 1 failed gank and 1 successful gank. Okay. Never mind. So horrible play for PGT there, because their top lane gank failed because of the Volibear, and then, man, you can tell I'm not fully with it. That's okay. I gotta focus. All right.
No one expects the sleepy clover.
Second set of objectives are set to spawn here pretty soon. Arbor's going to go ahead and move right in. His laner is available, so he's going to go ahead and call the Ornn on over. And they're looking for another pick here on the Swain. He does have ulti now, so they have to be a little bit careful here, but they're going to go for it. And he's going to go ahead and pop ulti to see, can he win? No, and Jace smartly saves his E to try to knock away the disengage, but Swain says, no, I don't think so, not so fast. He's coming in, but now the rest of the PGT, oh, actually, they end up kind of abandoning it early. I don't think they needed to. Yeah, they could have just taken it and been totally fine. Pyrone was perfectly fine in mid lane on the Swain. As long as he's got the ulti, that he needs that to survive the fight. But once he has it, I have noticed an early play to Steelcast for him. Makes sense. Kind of doles a lot of that burst. And first item, Serpent's Fang for Jace. He quickly identified the shields are going to be a problem this game. So he said, heck with it, we'll build it now. They do end up moving back. They do end up grabbing the grubs. And Wandering Monarch trying to roam on down to this play because he currently has lane prio. The Ornn does not have TP, so if they're able to force a play here, that would be great for Team SSS. They're going for it. They're kind of getting the angle. Pyrone does not have ulti, so they need to be careful looking for a fight here. Their team fight kind of really relies on him having that ulti to kind of hold the front line and be a secondary carry. And yeah, SSS is just going to bully him out here with superior numbers, and I think PGT needs to realize the situation, just back concede this dragon. They cannot afford to get sucked into a big fight without Pyrone's ulti. Well, the fight's happening anyway. He does have it in 5 seconds. So if they're able to stall long enough and get it anyway, that's going to be 1 kill already. That's going to be 2 kills over for Pyrone on the Swain. And now the ulti is in, and he's able to peel. He is able to peel him off. That's a triple kill for the Swain. And that is going to be 4 kills for Team PGT. They do have, SSS does secure the dragon, but in the end, they go down 4 for 1. No, 4 for 0. That's not worth it. It's great that you got the dragon, but feeding all these kills to Swain, no bueno. Very no bueno. If this Swain gets too big, you are cooked. Meanwhile, Orin, actually, he could probably just get this first tower. I feel like he's backing off a little too prematurely here. He definitely could have got that and secured feat strength for his team. Just not fully being aware of the situation. Unfortunate, but he'll have another chance. Actually, he might not. The bot lane for SSS is pushing in, but they don't seem too eager to try to siege this tower right away, so I think he will get the chance. I'd really like to see Ivern come up here and help Orin force this tower down. It's literally like 1 or 2 autos away from death, and that would give you the feats of strength. So, let's see it, Team PGT. Be aware of the situation. Meanwhile, a bit of a roam coming in here. The Jace is not seen. That's going to be a fantastic Seraphine ult to catch both of them. Empirical's going to go ahead and pop his cleanse right away, but that is, at that point, you're just cooked, brother. Not getting out of that one. He is going to end up taking down Blitzsprite in return, though. So, in the end, 2 for 1's not a bad outcome on that fight, considering how hard they got caught at the beginning. And indeed, Ivor does go top to help Orin force out the tower. Good job, Team PGT. Good job, 08 PM. Realized what was happening and says, hey, those feats of strength sound awfully nice. Thank you very much. Good thing, too, because they're about to lose their own first tower in the bot lane. Now an early gank here in the mid lane, but not only is this a very sus die to begin with, but Orin unfortunately misses his ultimate. And this play needs to be aborted. Like, this is horrible. Oh my goodness. Pyron is going so deep, and he is just not getting the help. Whoa. Okay. Yikes. That is a yikes for me. Oh boy. Yeah, once that Orin ulti kind of whiffs, you just gotta bail on the play. That's not happening. So I get it. You want to try to finish off the Rammus, but nope, it's not worth it. And then there's gonna be Pyron going down. That is gonna be his tower going down as a direct response. Yeah, not great. Very close game here. 17 minutes in. Only a 300 goal lead. Equal dragons, equal grubs. It's been very, very close so far. What'd you like to say? I'm a little concerned about the complete lack of boots on Seraphine. Obviously, no magical footwear. But as a support, being able to move around the map quickly is really important. So I know you really want these items, but you need to get at least the regular boots. Can't be rotating around and trying to make plays with no booties. And SSS is going to go ahead and take advantage of kind of the map flow and those towers they got. So go ahead and move on the Rift Herald. They're going to get it pretty easily. Enough time for Dragon Spawn. They should be able to contest that as well. Pyroan has reached level 11, so now he has that level 2 ulti. Oh, he's level 12, so there you go, even more so. So very important. Obviously, every new rank and Pyro and ulti are in Pyro and ulti. And every Swain ulti is a big deal because of how ult-centric of a champion he is. And PGT's going to go ahead and move in here, but Ornn is not here, and he doesn't have TP yet either. So SSS is going to go ahead and call in their ritual in the mid lane. To the heck with it. We'll concede the dragon in return. We'll go ahead and take all your mid towers. Now Swain's trying to flank, but they do see him coming. He's going to go ahead and pop the ulti here. A big Seraphine ulti is going to land a 2-man. And now poor Lulu has Jace jumping under from the back, and she's going to get a one-shot instantly. But Pyroan is just AoEing this entire team, and now the rest of PGT is coming in to help as well. Wow, Iron Souls as Dragon. They don't even need him. That's going to be a 4-for-1 plus a Dragon over to PGT. Okay. I think SSS overplayed their Rift Shield there and kind of got caught out, baited into fighting into the massive, the very large and in charge Swain right there. Can't do that. You know, once Swain has that Riley, you have to be really careful what fights you pick because once you're in, it's really hard to get out. Still, though, anybody's game. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to show that, but still anybody's game. About a 2K gold lead here for PGT. And Ruin is not going to spawn bot. Not surprising. There was a lot of action early in this game. And Swain go ahead and said, hey, they're having trouble killing me. I'm just going ahead and buy this Magi's. Makes sense. He got the Bark Seal up to 10 stacks. That's when you're allowed to buy Magi's. SSS is moving in on this Otacon, but PGT says it, and they said, no, not so fast. They don't have Ivern here, but they're going to go ahead and try to go in anyway. And Swain's going to go ahead and pop the ulti. They do secure it, but the real prize is in the flowers, and they're too busy fighting to try to secure these. And yeah, I think the Swain is so big, they don't even need Ivern here. I mean, Pyroan is just 1v4ing. Yeah, I mean, this is why you didn't want the Pyroan to get, or you just want, I keep saying Pyroan. This is why you didn't want the Swain to get big, because that's what starts happening. Because they definitely have a bit of a DPS problem, where if the Swain gets too far going, they just can't kill him. And that's exactly what happened there. This game, PGT starting to kind of run away with this game. Plus those Orin item upgrades starting to come in as well. A lot of extra stats on that Rylai's for the Swain. And as if to illustrate why I said that Ramus was such a strange pick, look at his items. MR, 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 MR. This is not the build you want to be doing if you're playing Ramus. You have armor scaling, buddy, not MR scaling. Well, I mean, he's kind of got both, doesn't he? But, yeah. You rely on his. I guess it is really only his passive that has the armor scaling, but he has more scaling things like Thornmail and stuff, which are obviously armor items. I guess you could go full MR Ramus; it would probably still be decent, huh? Because W, well, actually no, because the percent bonus is not nearly as big on MR as it does on armor. Okay, yeah, so you still want armor. Meanwhile, Pyroan continuing to assert dominance here. I think, however, he's going to go down. He just doesn't... He's not able to finish somebody off, and the rest of SSS is coming in to collapse here, and he's going to go down. Yep. That's going to be a big shutdown for the Jhin, which is exactly what you want. However, they are going to go ahead and... Well, actually, I guess they already gave him the tower. Never mind. Not sure what Pyroan was doing so deep all by himself, I'm going to be honest. Especially with the Magi's. But Pyroan is known for some, let's say, interesting plays. PGT kind of looking for a bush cheese here. So to say, hey, I'm more this dragon. You know, you gotta get vision, right? Come on, come ward it. I respect it. I feel bad for poor supports who have to deal with this crap, but I get it. It's a good strategy. And it's a heck with it. If you're not coming, we're just go ahead and move it and take it. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Should be a pretty easy take for them here. And that's going to be third dragon. PGT now on soul point. I found it a little bit interesting that Pyro and Max W second. I know that was a thing for a long time on Swain, because putting points in the E didn't really do much. But now that it lowers the cooldown on E, I feel like you might want that second more. But I don't know. I don't think it makes a huge difference either way. But it's just interesting. And Swain going for a bit more beef, going for the Spirit Massage third item. Okay. I guess that makes, because you have all these shields in your team, I guess that makes sense. 25% heals and shields, obviously. It's a big deal when you got Iron and spam and shields on you. Now, when these shield values on the abilities, are these? Like on the tooltip, like where it says 296 shield. Does that account for things like heal and shield power or not? I actually don't know. I don't play support. I should know that. That's kind of important information. But that looks like bigger than 296 to me. So I have a feeling it doesn't account for that. Because he's obviously got an extra 15% heal and shield power, so Pyroan giving the poor Volleyball down here a hard time. Popping ult a little early, I think. Yeah, and he's going to be able to just ult. He's going to be able to just ult out, but he flashes afterwards. Pyroan wants blood, but he's actually kind of running out of mana here. You should be able to get him, I think. One more Q? Yep. No, it doesn't even need the Q. He just drains him away. It's tough. I don't like that the big Swain is kind of blowing his summoner spells off on the sideline to get solo kills instead of in team fights, but yeah, I mean, it's fine. Still good play. PGT gonna go ahead and move in on a Baron here. I assume the Swain will TP, indeed he will. No ulti on him for a while though, so need to be a little bit careful. More ulti coming out, kind of scaring SSS from walking up. And they immediately bail on the Baron. They want the team fight, not the objective. And they go ahead and grab the Rammus, and at this point, they should immediately back off and go to the Baron for real this time, now that you've killed the enemy jungler. But I don't know if you're going to really get any more catches here. Yeah, turn around, immediately go back to the Baron. No, guys. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and get going. And Baron 2 Electric Boogaloo. Don't know where that synonym, or I don't know where that saying came from. I assume the movie that had that in the title, but I don't know what it is. That's going to be a very easy Baron over for Team PGT. Yeah, despite how much they camped this Swain early, it really did not. They did not keep him down. He is still the big man on campus, despite all that early jungle pressure. So, yeah, I think they got a very decisive lead. They should have Dragon Soul here in a minute. They just got to close this one out. And then, yeah, I mean, they kind of want to look for a team-wide pick on the Swain, but I'm not sure you even win. Like, How many people do you need to beat the Swain? I don't think 3 will be enough. We probably need at least 4 to make this play happen. So, and there's no way they can get 4 on him without the rest of Team PGT coming in to help in time. So, yep, they're just going to go ahead and move in and grab Mountain Soul. Sadly, the worst soul in the game, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, well, actually, those shield values are bigger than I would have thought. Yeah. What exactly is the ratio for Mountain Soul? It must be heavily health based. Yeah, because Ornn and Swain is by far the biggest one, which makes sense because he has all the AP and health, so he gets the big 530 shield. They're going ahead and pushing it in mid lane. They're doing it without the Swain. Big engage coming in here. Double Seraphine ulti, but I don't know if they have the damage to actually make the play work, even with the Swain gone. Nice Ornn counter ulti in return. Yeah, they survived the engage just fine. And then they're going to be able to push in with 2 less people to defend. I mean, I think they had to try. That was probably their best chance to win a fight and kind of stall this one out, but they're just too far behind. Ornn's too tanky. Too many shields. And yeah, that should be game 1 here for Team PGT. Soon they can maybe get Daisy to go ahead and tank this. That is exactly what they're going to do. Although that doesn't, I don't think that actually counts as a minion in the tower, so this tower takes massively reduced damage. That is indeed, they have to wait for these other minions to arrive as well. And yeah, that's going to be game 1 for Team PGT. Well played to them. They held out early on and made their beef ball backline shield comp work out. They survived the tough early game, so well played to them. All right, and that is game 1. Go ahead and wait for just messaging that we're waiting for everybody. And I will switch to the, so you can see that. So let me switch to the draft screen here. And we will wait. Usually the teams are waiting on me when the next game's ready to start, because obviously I have to wait through spectator delay and stuff, but they're apparently not ready yet. Looking back on it, I actually didn't like the Jace pick. I was like, what happened where I was just, what the amount of burst they had to deal with, or the amount of tankings they had to go through, just didn't end up working out. I would have really liked to have seen something that could help the team kind of kite back away from the Swain, kind of play out the Swain ulti, some type of control bait of some kind, other than something more. I mean, yeah, something that can kind of hold him at bay a bit. But that's how the cookie crumbles. We're gonna go ahead and get in here, get ready for the draft for game 2. Looks like the teams are switching sides. So let me go ahead and do that. All right.
next platinum card. You can
Whoa, hey! This is a no-ad stream, YouTube. Don't try to pull that crap with me. All right, we got the draft link here for game 2. And we're just waiting for the teams to be ready. All right, and here we go. I would be shocked if we don't see a Swain ban here from Team SSS, given just how much trouble they were having with it last game. But who knows? The Elite teams do weird things with their picks and bans sometimes. They all have very different strategies for how they want to handle bans after a win, after a loss, all that good stuff. But I feel like you have to be more afraid of the Swain than you are of, like, the Xerath, right? But I don't know. We'll see. And they ended up for the Kog'Maw instead. I mean, the Kog'Maw was trouble too, to be fair. But PGT now has a lot of chance to pick that. Yeah. Before that Swain again, they decided they want to run it back. And they want to run back the Ivern. No surprise there. Ivern looked great last game, very effective. It's going to be the Scion first pick. Or SSS, okay, very interesting choice. I don't know if I like first picking a top laner as potentially vulnerable as Scion, but here we are. Upside of that, by willing to pick top early on, you do give your mid lane counter pick against Pyro, which is probably a good idea. And I do pick the MF to follow up. I like that combo there. Scion CC into MF ulti. Sounds like a great combo to me. To be the Kaisa lock-in. Okay. Kind of another on-hit ADC. Will they pick the Swain here? I doubt it will survive 2 rounds of a second round of bans. So are they willing to grab it here? Or are they willing to pick something else? Oh, they're willing to let it go. Okay, they're going to go ahead and bring in the Leona. Very big switch up here for Team PGT. No Lulu run back. It's going to be the Morgana lock-in for Team SSS. I do like that pick. It's a nice insurance against the Swain. Morgana's very good at, landing Dark Bindings and preventing Swain picks with the Black Shield, so It'd be good if they're worried about that, although they could just ban the Swain as well. More CC to supplement the Misfortune. So I do like the Morgana pick. And yeah, they're just going to leave Swain open. They're daring to pick it again. All right. Vex ban. Okay, that was interesting. Switched to Vex at the last second. I wonder if that was an accident. Lilia pick for Team SSS. Okay. Darius top lane against the Scion. Actually, I kind of hate the Darius pick here. This is way too much CC to pick Darius into. But he's going to go ahead and lock it in. All right. What do you got for us, Pyro? Mel, okay. Picking the new champion here. I don't know how much experience Pyroan has on Mel. Presumably enough to make a comfortable pick here. I don't know how good Mel really is here. I know that she's probably a bit over-nerfed at this point. But people are still afraid of her, so... I do like it against some of these picks. You can reflect some MF ulti, you can reflect some Morgana bindings. So, in that sense, I do like the pick. It's going to be Galio bit into the Mel. Okay. Not a terrible pick. Not a lot for him to reflect, really. Just Galio Q. You can kind of get on her and make her fight back. Or make her fight in melee range, which she obviously doesn't want. Okay. Alright. At first, it kind of looked like PGT was going to run back the same team comp. They could have, but they decided to pivot. Go for more of an early all-in bot lane, or kind of an all-in bot lane with the Leona Kaisa, and more of a lane bully top with Darius. Darius? I think it's Darius, right? And then Mel, obviously, kind of an early game bully that kind of snowballs hard, but tends to fall off, so... Okay. The only pick here I really don't like between both teams is the Darius. I think they have way too much CC to pick Darius. I think he's going to have a really hard time doing much other than just frontlining this game, but who knows? I also don't think Darius is great against Sion either, to be honest. I mean, obviously it'll be great early because Sion's weak early and Darius is strong early, but... Darius is just not great against health stacking champions. And I would definitely fit Sion under that category, so I definitely do think Darius could struggle to really contribute here this game. Beyond that, I more or less like all the other picks. I do worry about the Kai'Sa's range. She might have a hard time getting in against all the CC as well. So yeah, I don't like PGT's comps nearly as much as I did last game. So we shall see. As for Triple S, they're gonna be relying a lot on this MF to do damage because that is the only AD champion on their team. It's very well, I guess Sion kinda, but as long as he doesn't go AD Sion, I'm telling you right now, Wandering Monarch, if you go AD Sion, lethality Sion, I'm gonna be very upset with you. Don't do it. Do not. You built tank like a good boy. But yes, they're going to be relying very much on this MF to do damage because otherwise it's going to be MR City. against Galio, Lilia, Morgana. All right, another spectator delay. Who do I like for this game? I think I have to go with Triple S here, just because of how much I don't like the Darius pick for PGT. I just think he's really going to struggle to do much of anything in this game. So, and having your top laner be neutralized is huge disadvantage. That's, you rely on top laners a lot, both to kind of split push and to team fight. So we shall see. But I do not like it. I also don't think that the PGT comp scales very well either. So even if they're doing okay, you know, in the early and mid game, I think if they fail to close out, they could struggle. And that Scion is going to become incredibly hard to kill as the game goes on, assuming he builds tank. And MF, Lilia, Morgana, Galio definitely scales better than the alternative across with Ivern. So we shall see. All right, go ahead and hit the music here, and we will switch on over to the game overlay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Keystone and Summoner check. Anything really strange? Doesn't look it. Darius is opting for the Ghost Flash, typical Ghost Flash solo Q strat for Darius top lane, so no TP for him. Beyond that, everything looks pretty standard. Double Ignite in the bot lane, you don't see that very often anymore. Beyond that, yeah. Do you find it fascinating, by the way? Another 2 games in a row with no Jinx pick or ban in either game, which is wild because Rito has the Jinx title and the big expensive Jinx skin, but apparently they didn't want to play it, so we will not see it tonight as well. Very rare in the beer league. Very, very rare. And And here we go. I do find the way that Leona is riding on her horse in this skin to be very funny. She's kind of just dangling off the side of it. I feel like that would be very unsafe, but what do I know? I'm not a horseback rider. Meanwhile, the entirety of Team SSS is chilling in this bush. However, they do suspect that Pyro's just going to go ahead and throw a Q into the bush and reveal all of them. So, there you go.
Minions have spawned.
Buddy, this is the second game in a row you've gotten caught going this way around and taking a bunch of damage. Like, why? Just go the other way, you silly goose. Junglers are going to start on opposite sides again, although, again, with Ivern, I don't really know how much that means. Ivern jungle pathing is weird, and I don't understand it, so we'll keep an eye on Sia, what he's up to. What is the, oh, he doesn't have it until he has W, I see. I didn't realize that. Galio normally has a magic shield, but not until he skills his W. Got it. Alright. Scion here does have the phase rush. Yeah, it started the long story. That's not a good start, buddy. These are not what you do if you take Scion. I don't like it. Bit in early in bait action by the Lilia. She's gonna go ahead and try to sneak aside, but she's gonna run smack into the Ivern here. While trying to get behind. And she's gonna go ahead and try to bail. And PGT should try to turn on this. He's even collapsing on Lilia, but fortunately not able to. Ooh, whoa! He's going for it. The E flash by Leona. That's gonna be first blood over to Kaisa. No hesitation on that, Leona, that's for sure. She saw blood, she got it. Well played. Sorry, hold on. Let me go back just a second before I know I commented on that, but did he... Does Ivern really have the fastest 6 camp clear the entire game? 6 camps and 254? That is genuinely wild. Okay. I never knew that Ivern's clear could be quite that fast. That is nutty to me. Okay. Damn. I never knew it was that fast. Well, it was good that it was that fast. It was what enabled that play. Ooh, that should be a dead Wandering Monarch here. Nope, he's gonna pop his flash, but I think he's gonna die of the bleed anyway. Yes, he is. That's gonna be a second kill over PGT. Fortunately, Yanami here a little bit late. Although it's probably better that he was because Ivern was here as well. Plus the Pyro TP for some reason. I don't tend to understand that, but okay. I think got a little too excited about the play of those breaking out here and pops TP. Oh no, they're going to go ahead and lane swap here for a moment. Pyro should be just fine. Well, he is... gentle, please. I mean, if he gets a kill here, no, he's gonna learn the wrong lesson. No. Oh. Are they gonna be able to secure the kill here on Pyro? No. He is very low though, so he's gonna have to back. Then I expect them to swap lanes back here. And Darius is gonna go ahead and roam over and gank his own lane. They do have vision though, so hopefully he'll be able to not die to this. Unfortunately, he is way overextended. He is indeed gonna die to it. Now, at that point, you might as well just commit to the death and try to get the kill, but that's not gonna happen. So it does almost kill Muffin Man though. Scion passive is still pretty strong. But yeah, Pyro's gonna be able to go ahead and back here. That's going to be the first speed of strength over to Team PGT, as well as about a 2k gold lead. Ooh, and they're going to kind of catch up. Oh, no, they're not going to catch up the Iron here because the PGT bot lane is backing, so he's just going to go ahead and back off. Looks like the mid jungle for PGT are going to go up and try to see if they can get a gank on this Scion, but he should be A-okay. He can ult out if he has to. And while that's happening, Lilia's going to go ahead and move on up to the dragon, but she is seen, so she may decide to just not do this. Oh, she decided to wait out the plant there to avoid being seen. Smart. We got some viewers coming in, alright. Fun. Don't know what you guys are doing up so late, but welcome. PGT is going ahead and move in and grab the 3 ghosts for free. Now that will in turn cause Lilia to start the dragon down here. Fortunately, her bot lane is not really able to rotate. Well, it probably could rotate to help, but you got to be careful. PGT actually has kind of prio down here with the mid and jungle, so they're going to go ahead and begin, and Lilia's going to go ahead and bail. Who's winning? PGT is up 1-0 so far, so we're getting here game 2. Thank you, Eric29. I missed you. Maybe you and your crazy, crazy plays. Looking forward to casting some more Team CR games, because those are wild. And Ira's go ahead and try a gank here, but a little too far. They're just going to back off. Fortunately, that would have been a really nice bind to land on that, see if they could kill Daisy for free, but alas. Ooh, and Muffin Man blowing both sums here, and that's not a bad call. The Scion doesn't have TP, so that's going to be a free kill over for Muffin Man. Nice job recognizing the Scion has no way out if he gets the pull. And well done to him. Meanwhile, a bit of a fight breaking out here in the bot lane. Let's go ahead and back up here. Okay. They do kind of catch out Pyro in here, but he does have the team coming in to help. He's able to stall long enough thanks to the Mel W. And in combination with the ulti and the teammate help, Gallia's going to go ahead and go down, and she's going to be able to get out scot-free. Well done. Nice rotation by PGT to cover their mid laner there. Are they going to be able to catch Anime Lul here as well? Ooh, another nice... Well, that one was actually a Flash E, but it does work. They do land the CC on Morgana. Is she going to go down? No. That evaded them too far. Now MF's going to come in here and start cleaning up some kills. Well, clean up singular kill, at least. It doesn't end up getting one. In the end, not a terrible play for PGT. They kind of got off easy with that one. Galio is TPing here in the bot lane, looking for a possible ulti to help his team. But, oh, here we go. And Leona kind of gets baited in here, and she should go down. Yep. Yep. Yes. Okay. She does go down, and now the Scion is here on top of Pyrone as well. He's going to be able to land a nice Q. Unfortunately, not the knock-up, so not going to be able to follow up with anything else. And Muffin is going to go and say, hey, you're not in lane? I'm going to go ahead and take your place, although I'm also going to take some tower shots because he makes a classic mistake. Care if I join casting? Yeah, if you want. Hop in. What's up, dude?
What's up? Let's get it.
You know, I find it very funny that the only people that join me for co-cast are people who aren't on a league team. Who are on a team because they need their... Teams can get casting credit by co-casting with me, but the only people who seem to join me are people who don't have a team or don't need casting credit. So I just find that kind of funny. But you are welcome to join regardless. So, although actually it would probably help if you could actually see the game, huh? So let me go ahead, because if you're trying to watch the stream behind, it's going to be very delayed. So let me go ahead and... How do I... Here we go. So if you go to the casting channel, you can watch what I'm seeing on the screen. So you can actually see what I'm reacting to. So, all right, and here we go. Scion ulti trying to do a gank here on the mid lane. Ooh, nice flash by Pyrone to go ahead and dodge that. He's got Ivern here following up as well. But nothing else is going to happen. They're going to try to get a gank here on the Darius, but the Ivern is following up from the river. Ooh, it's not going to be nearly fast enough, though. Darius is going to go down. Then big shutdown over to the Scion there. And sorry, Mr. Kelp, if it's hard for you to get a word in edgewise. I'm not used to having people in here with me, so.
Yeah, no, you're good, boss. Seeing Folly
all right.
Let's see what happens here with the grubs. Oh, we got the.
Yeah, PGT. Yeah, PGT calls their support up here to help with these grubs, which is the right call.
Mm-hmm.
You always want to have your support up for this play if you can help it. As long as Kaisa doesn't die under tower here, this is a good play. Looks like she will not, so there you go. More guard macro for PGT. About a 1k goal lead for them so far. And nobody's actually gotten that first dragon yet. It's just been sitting there waiting to be killed for the past 7.5 minutes.
See. This bot tower's coming down though, a little bit.
Losing a bit of plates there, but it's not a big deal. As long as you don't lose first tower, that's the important part.
That's the most important thing is like who gets first tower here.
I believe, yeah, PGT got the feat of strength for the 3 kills, so if they can secure either this dragon or first tower, they will secure the feats for themselves. And SSS realizes that, and they're moving in here. But they need to be careful that Morgana is pretty chunked here already.
Yeah, Alex is a little low here for this fight. And he's got to hit. He's got to hit a Q.
You know, CC's combo lands on the MF. And she's kind of getting run down by the Mel. She will survive for now, but The fight's kind of breaking out here in the bot lane. They are SSS is winning down here on the bottom side, but their backline is getting murdered here on the top, and now they're kind of trapped here.
Yes, this is a bad fight.
Yeah, not a great fight. And MF here is able to kind of come back, but she ends up getting sniped by the mill. Q goes down as well. Cyan is here trying to ult to help, but he is far too late to make any meaningful difference here, although he may be able to slam. Accidentally hits the wall, or maybe he ran out of distance. I'm actually not sure. Might have been, he might have just run out of ulti, because it doesn't go infinitely. But either way, he does get the kill on the Mel, which is a big shutdown.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna hold it up like this. Alright.
And yes, he is indeed going the Baus build on Cyan with the lethality. We've already mentioned that I hate it, but he's not doing too bad with it, all things considered. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but I said going in, I said before the game even loaded, I said I want him to be a good boy and go tank Cyan, but so far he's been very bad.
Oh, has he? Alright, well, looks like Dragon's going over too.
Well, they're
I can't
prepping
see
for it.
the... Oh. You can't see the team name.
Oh yeah, you can't see it on the stream, but it's Team PGT on blue team and Team SSS on red team. So
PGT, SSS is... Alright.
What do you like, Slamurai? I like lots of things.
Oh, that was a catch out. Oh.
Yep, and and Mel kind of solo in the jungle here while this play is going down. She tries to rotate to help her bot lane, but gets caught out by the Mel. And that is indeed finally going to be first dragon over to Team PGT, and that will secure them the feats of strength. To answer your question, Eric, I do like a lot of things. I like a lot of things in this game. I like the MF. I really like the MF pick. I'm not sure about the Bloodthirster, but I like the pick. I like the Leona. Leona's fun. I like the Ivern, and I think Ivern's a really fun jungler that lets you do some interesting things. But you're right. Beyond that, I hate a lot. Beyond that, I hate a lot of this stuff. So, fair enough. Oh, go ahead, Kelp. What was that?
This Ivern pick is actually kind of interesting to me.
Yeah, it's very different. It's not what you normally get from a jungler, right? It's basically like a second roaming support with really fast jungle clear.
Basically, with his basically like with his what's the? I guess his W or whatever, like with the bushes and stuff like that. And he seems like he can give cover, but it's like, going down by.
Yeah, Morgana kind of gets caught out there and has to blow. First item's on is no boots. I think Alex needs to look. Okay, I'm gonna wait about that until after this fight goes. I'm gonna go ahead and back up here. I like this. As soon as I start talking, teammates break out. So they're trying to go in here on Pyro in here. The combo with the Scion. Unfortunately, not quite able to land the Scion ulti on the Pyro and knock him up. And now the rest of his team's gonna come in here, and they're gonna go down. And he should be just fine. And that's about the third or fourth time this game that Pyroan has narrowly escaped danger thanks to his team rapidly collapsing.
Good fight. What is this Lilia doing? Like,
yeah.
If she goes in.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the I don't remember. I had a thought, but I don't remember what it was. What jungler would I hate for you to play the most, Eric? That's a good question. You're such a psycho in the jungle, or really whatever role you're playing. I think any jungler you play would be interesting to watch. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you. Oh, I was gonna say that the first full item Zanya is on the Morgana support with no boots. Again, this is the second game in a row that he's just not built boots. Which you really can't. You just can't do that on support. You need to be able to move around the map fast. You need to be able to make plays and not get caught out. You need booties. At the very minimum, you need the tier 1 boots. They're only 300 gold, I promise. letting your
Yeah,
your yeah, there you go. Sunfire gave Ezreal. That'll do it, Ezreal. That'll do it, Eric. That'll show me.
Big root there.
Yeah, big fight breaking out here. Kind of nice flash ulti into the team by Morgana. It ends up being a double stun, but in the end, I feel like, well, I mean, this Leona's lasted forever, and now the MF comes out, and that does a lot of damage. And now the Sional's coming in, and that is the one big advantage of the AD Sion. Those ults hurt, and now the rest of the team PGT has to run for it, and they're all going to go down, and now Pyro's kind of just stuck here on the side. He does have his Reflect, but I don't know how much that really matters against Galio and Sion, and in fact, doesn't matter at all. And that is going to be a quadra kill for the AD Sion, who's making me look really stupid right now for telling him to build tank. I mean, if you're gonna build AD Sion, those are the kind of big plays you need to make. So, hey, you know what? If you're gonna play it, at least play it right. So, good job to Wandering Monarch there. Huge play, 4 kills over to him, and big swing over in favor of Team SSS, who now has the gold lead. And yeah, I think did he get a double ulti in that fight because of Axiom Arc? I'm actually not sure. But either way, yeah, great play by him.
Yeah, we're looking at even though it's 13-10, it's looking like a what, 1,000, almost 1,000 gold lead.
About 500.
Yeah,
Top there.
But,
yeah, because they might be ahead in kills, but they fed a 4 or 5 shutdowns this game, so those kind of add up. Over time. So mid-tier 2. Oh yeah, right, because he used it on the tower. So there you go. You're right. Eric paying more attention than us as the casters. So, or at least pay attention more than me. You might have noticed it. Looking for a bit of a cheese here, but Sion doesn't quite walk close enough to fall into it. Not yeah, because they're waiting for the dragon to spawn. So they're just looking for somebody to come ward this. Ooh, I don't know how that didn't hit.
This is a big fight.
Nope. Or they need to kind of get moving into position here. They're kind of way too far away for the dragon already to spawn, and PGT is going to move in. They might just decide to go for Darius instead. Unfortunately, the Sion E misses, and then his Q gets canceled. So in the end, he's totally fine. And Leona's going to go in here on the Morgana, which is not really what you want. But the fight's kind of breaking out here on the side. Sion's going in, Galio's going in. Kind of 2 different fights going here, but Darius is just kind of on the back line, do whatever he wants. And in the end, that ends up being a 3-for-2 in favor of PGT plus the dragon. You can't ignore this Darius. This is a fed Darius. You need to deal with him first. Or at least, as long as he's in the fight, you need to deal with him. You can't just ignore him.
Yeah, you can't let him get to misfortune at that point. Yep. Like, absolutely not. Like, if he gets to the back line
by himself, uncontested, yep, you're doomed.
Yeah, basically they win the fight, and now they're gonna try and sit here, I think.
Yep, moving up to the Otacon, TP coming in. And Triple S really not in any position to try to contest this, I don't think. That doesn't mean they're not going to try. Well, actually, no. Science TPing to the bot lane, so and they are conceding this. He just says, heck with it, I'll take a bot lane tower. It's a very AD Sion thing to do, so fair enough. AD Sion's here for 2 things. He's here to, well, 3 things. He's here to feed early in lane, get side lane towers, and get big ults and team fights. Those are the 3 things he's here to do. Plus farm a lot. That's the main thing he needs to work on if he's going to do this playstyle. He needs to have much better farm. Although, admittedly, he does have more than the Darius. So, worse in the game, in fact, so I can't blame him too much. And Anime LOL finally does have his boots. I would just like to see them get those tier 1 boots before going for his first full item. And normally I kind of hate Zanya's on Morgana, especially early. But I have a very different perspective on playing Morgana, because I play it mid, obviously. But this game has actually worked quite well. Because you can just kind of wade into the whole enemy team, and that helps kind of set up all of the other big heavy CC on his team. So, good item choice there.
Just, I would say, we got to see some more out of enemy. there as far as like his Q. Like,
True. What do you mean he has more
hit him.
He has more CS on Morgana right now than I did last season. What are you talking about, brother? That's the one thing he doesn't have is more CS than me, bro. I got so much for him. Last season.
As far as CS, the support, it doesn't really matter, correct? It's more about your ADC getting more.
Yeah, I mean, it matters in the sense that early on, it means you're using your support item well. And it's nice if you can catch some waves that other teammates aren't able to get. It's better than just dying to tower or minions, but in general, yeah, it doesn't matter. But I play Morgana mid, so I don't know why Eric's 29 saying that he's getting more CS than me. That's definitely not true. He's trolling me in chat. You should have seen last. I don't know if you caught last stream, but Eric 29 and the rest of the chat was trying to troll me and gaslight me into things that were happening in the game that weren't happening because I was very tired. They were like, "Wow, they took Baron." And I'm like, "There's no Baron. It hasn't spawned yet." Like, they're trying to pull all kinds of tricks on me.
Hey, all of you, quit trolling. Quit trolling, my man. It's like he's casting most of the games. Quit trolling, my man. Here.
No, I'm cool with it. I'm happy to have the chat have action in it. Feels more fun that way.
Looks like they're gonna. Yeah, JoJo's gonna.
They're going right for it.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna get this.
I'm not sure about standing on the Baron damage, but they're gonna go ahead and move in here. But I think they're gonna be a little too late. Ooh, nice attempt to steal by Lilia, but ultimately she is offered up in addition to the Baron.
Yeah. Don't. Oh, well, we got Cylon here. Fucking.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get this. I mean, he could probably suicide for the tower, but nope, he's going to go ahead and ulti out.
Yeah. I can understand that, though. I can understand getting out of there.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
I think that's a fine.
They might have been able to CC him enough that he can't even get the tower, to be honest. That is totally a possibility. So, and also he's worth a big shutdown. So yeah, dying for free, definitely not worth it. So, good call there, Wandering Monarch.
Let's see. And Chemtech.
Yep, Chemtech Dragon here.
Chemtech Dragon.
Very late dragons because of that first dragon taking until about 16 minutes. So this is only the third dragon of the game. And PGT is moving in. They should get it pretty easily. Yep.
Yeah, that's just given at this point. And they have Baron as well. Oh, yeah. This is gonna be.
Yeah, despite all of that, I mean, they're only down about 1,000 gold, although it's going to be a bit more. He gets this tower. I don't know why he backed off so hard. I guess he was worried about this collapse here, but okay. I guess it's a fine back.
Yeah, 46-3 compared to 45-1.
Yep.
It's not too far. Not too bad.
The dragon concerns me more than the gold lead, because you're already on soul point. That's just 4 minutes away.
Yeah. We're getting this silence, just trying to push.
A Leona engaged here. Unfortunately, the ulti misses on the MF, so she's not going to get stunned. However, she's getting flanked from behind by Mel. She does barely survive thanks to the shield from the Galio ulti. But Sion's coming in down from mid. He's going to go ahead and land a nice CC chain on the Darius, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They just don't have the follow-up damage. And Darius is going to start spinning to win. And the MF ult's coming in here, but in the end, it's just not going to be enough. Their players were kind of just disjointed there. And all the members of PGT are going to survive. They're going to keep pushing.
Yeah. Pyro's going to... Yeah. Yep, Pyro's gonna push. They could push us, and
yeah, I mean this should be game here almost certainly. So, but we'll see.
Almost. I don't think they quite.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, MF can't clear these minions. So that's gonna be it.
No,
barring something extraordinary here.
GG's there.
And that will indeed be GG. So that's going to be a 2-0 for PGT tonight. Managed to wrap this series up a little bit before midnight Central Time. So good on them keeping the series short. So we don't have to all stay up too late to play. Very considerate of the teams here. So, and yeah, that's going to be it. The Mel did tons of damage. I mean, Galio really just he did CC, but he didn't really have a lot to contribute otherwise. So, and the MF damage just was not there in the degree needed it to be for this game to be competitive, unfortunately. So,
I mean,
Wandering Monarch tried his best too on the Scion, but he can't solo carry the game. So, despite some big plays, so he tried, but in the end, it's going to be a 2-0 for PGT. I believe we have one more series tomorrow. Let me go ahead and check here. Yes, it's going to be BW versus KS tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern. I don't know why they put it in Eastern time. They're not supposed to. I might have to talk to them and make sure what time it actually is, because sometimes people put Eastern and don't mean Eastern. But yeah, 6 o'clock Central, assumingly tomorrow. I'll probably be casting that one too, because nobody else seems to cast around here.
oh, gosh dang it! I would like to try and help with
No,
that.
absolutely. No, it's good fun. You just gotta the setup is really the only. I don't even. It's not even that hard, to be honest. I mean, when I casted my first series, it was literally 30 minutes before it was set to cast. I went on the Beer League website, downloaded the setup, and put it into OBS. It was actually pretty easy. So
yeah, I was sitting here casting, watching the Twitch stream. So
yes.
I want to try and.
Hey, you're welcome to give it a shot. We definitely need more casters this season now that Bunny Q has not been casting. So, but yeah. So I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we can get another co-caster in here, because teams need these caster credits, because otherwise they don't get to play in playoffs. So I'm not sure what the requirement's going to end up being, but yeah, we'll probably see you guys tomorrow. So that'll be it for tonight, and bye.
Yep.
And thank you, Kelt, for joining us.